Hare Krishna, Namaste, Chapter 18, which is entitled as Sannyasa Yoga. Sloka 12, Part 4. aniṣṭam miśraṁ ca tri-vidhaṁ karmaṇaḥ phalam bhavaty atyāgināṁ pretya na tu sannyāsināṁ kvacit. For one who has not renounced the threefold fruits of action, desirable, undesirable, and mixed, accrue after death. But those who are in the renounced order of life have no such result to suffer or enjoy. We ended the previous session with a question that if Krishna is the doer, then everything belongs to him. The action belongs to him. The result belongs to him. What about bad things? He is not the doer only for the good actions, but also for the bad actions. Therefore, the result belongs to him. He is not only going to be the enjoyer of the punya karma, but also for the papa karma. Krishna, in the 15th chapter, 17th sloka, clearly stated, Uttama purushatvanyah paramatmetyutahritah yo lokatrayam avishya vipartyavyaya ishvaraha. That is, the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna is completely different from anything and everything. That is why he is called as Purusha Uttama, Purushottama. He is greater than anyone, Baddhatma, Muktatma, and Nityatma. Then what to speak about matter, which is non-sentient? Such Supreme Lord Purushottama Sri Krishna is Antaryami. He stays inside of each and every entities and Niyamyam controls, executes things through those entities. Antaryami means, Antaha means inside, Yami means one who makes it happen, one who executes. Antaryami. He is Bhagavan. Bhagavan means one who has all the opulences in full. All the opulences are auspicious. That means he only does all good things. He doesn't have any fault in him. He never does anything wrong to anyone. Whatever he does, it's all only good. Therefore, the argument of stating that he is the doer who is situated in my heart as Antaryami, who is making me to do wrong things, cannot be accepted. He will never force anyone to do wrong things. But certainly he sanctions, because without his sanction, permission, nothing can happen. So what is that triggering me to do bad things? Is my anadi kala karma and vasana, which influences the three modes and triggers me to perform certain actions, which is overseen by the Lord who is situated in my heart. All these are okay, but we see in the world and we have experienced that we work and we earn. We are hungry and we eat. We are thirsty, we drink. We are tired, we take rest. So we can see that we are the one who is doing the action, and the result of performing such action is actually comes to me. How can we say the action belongs to Krishna? How can we say the result belongs to Krishna, when in reality I am the one who is getting satisfied and I am the one who is working for it? We need to understand that we are all subservient of Krishna. Number 2, we are all part and parcel of Krishna. For us to easily understand, this body that we carry is subservient to me, I as Atma. Whatever the body does, it is for the satisfaction of Atma. In other words, the body should do those things which satisfies the Atma. It must only do those things which are ordained by the Atma. Likewise, we as Atma are subservient to Krishna and part and parcel of Krishna. Therefore, our actions are to satisfy the Supreme Lord, who is Antaryami, who is Supreme Soul within all of us. The action that we perform therefore belongs to Him, and the result of that action also belongs to Him. The senses that we have, the body, the facilities, including myself as Jivatma, doesn't belong to me. Everything belongs to Krishna. He is the Lord of everyone. We may consider our boss as Lord at work, or we may consider a particular person in the society to be the Lord, or a country president may be a Lord for that particular country, or even Brahma may be Lord. But none of them are Antaryami, the super soul who enters in each one's heart. Since none of them are Antaryami, meaning my manager cannot enter into my heart, Brahma himself cannot enter into anyone's heart, what to speak of Hiranyakashipu and Ravana, who claimed themselves to be gods. It is only the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna who enters into every living entities and controls them. He does all this as his Leela, as it is said in the Brahma Sutra, Lokavatu Leela Kaivalyam. Both creation as well as destruction are all done as his Leela, pastimes. One may ask a question, well, creation is understandable, but how come destruction be his Leela? We have discussed this in 15th chapter, 19th sloka, part 12, with the example of how a child plays near the seashore, and when the time comes, the child happily kicks off the sandal castle. It's exactly the same way the Lord does the destruction as well. One may ask a question, if the creation is meant for his enjoyment, Leela, then why we hear that he created this world for us to attain moksha? How do we understand this? We will keep the answer short here because this has been discussed already in the past. During the pralaya stage, everything including the matter and spirit are all in a dormant state. Out of compassion, the Lord creates this world and then gives this Jivatma, all of us, the body, so we can be born and perform bhakti, develop bhakti and attain Krishna, so that we don't need to go into the cycle of repeated birth and death, that is creation and destruction of this universe. So, yes, the Lord does for our sake this creation, but as He does this one, only minority of them try to take up this process, where majority of them continues to dwell in the material world. Therefore, what He gets mostly out of His creation is Leela Rasa. And also we can say that giving liberation, moksha, to us is also included in His Leela. To conclude, in this sloka, we have seen answer to number of questions. Number 1, just by renouncing the fruits of action, it is not true that we will not get the fruit of our action. It doesn't matter whether you want the result or you don't want, you will get it. Answer is not necessary. The result can be altered based on the karma, the intent of the performer, the karta. Second question is the mistakes that's done even unknowingly by the person who are in the path of Krishna consciousness, who are called mumukshus. cannot escape the reaction. The answer is not true. The Lord is the one who ultimately gives any results. So, He is tolerant and forgiving, especially towards His devotees. Therefore, those sins which are done unknowingly will be forgiven. Number 3, just thinking I am not the doer, will that be sufficient enough? Because one may think I am not the doer, but still the action is performed by that person and the result is going to come to that person. Answer is, just thinking I am not the doer is not sufficient enough. As we think I am not the doer, we should also know the doer is actually Krishna. Likewise, the karma also belongs to Krishna. The result also belongs to Krishna. Then the fourth question came, if everything is done by Krishna, then the bad actions which I am involved is also done by Krishna. And the result that is going to come also belongs to Krishna. Is that right? Answer is no, because He is Bhagavan. Bhagavan means one who possesses all good qualities, all auspicious qualities. Everything that He has is only good, and He will never influence anyone to do bad. It is one's previous karma and vasana which works closely with the three modes of material nature, sattva, rajas and tamas, and makes one to perform certain actions, either good action or bad action. The next question is, so are they the controller? Meaning the karma and vasana are the controller of my actions? No. They are achit, they are non-sentient. They cannot decide things. But the Lord who supervises and controls everything, let these karma and vasana to do their job. The sixth question is the world created for Lord's enjoyment or for me to get liberated? The answer is, we getting liberated is also part of Lord's enjoyment. And the seventh question, how do we understand that it is Krishna who is the ultimate beneficiary? The answer we saw is that we are part and parcel of Krishna. Our duty is to satisfy Krishna. He is the one who has given us everything. Therefore, we do everything for His satisfaction. This will be emphasized again as we go into the next sloka. One question may arise that it is me who is doing the karma. I drink water when I am thirsty. I eat food when I am hungry. I go to work to earn money. I do the yaga, yajna, dhana, dharma. It is me who is doing the action. But what is being said here is to think that I am not the doer. Is it not a delusion to think I am not the doer, where in actuality I am the one who is doing the karma, the activities? Nice question to ponder on, but we'll find answer from Krishna in the next verse. aniṣṭam iṣṭam miśraṁ ca tri-vidhaṁ karmaṇaḥ phalam bhavaty atyāgināṁ pretya na tu sannyāsināṁ kvacit. Namaste. Hare Krishna.